Hello students, welcome to our online teaching classes of Bolangir Public Schools. Now we will discuss English of class 8, English grammar. In the previous class we have already discussed about the verb, nouns and verbs, that is chapter 1 and 2. Now this is the chapter 3 of your English grammar. This is the most important parts of your grammar. This is non-finite verbs. So here again, verb can be classified into two parts. Verbs can be classified into two parts. One is finite verb, another is non-finite verb. So we have to know what is called a finite verb and what is called non-finite verb. Very interesting. There are two methods regarding the finite verb and non-finite verb. Finite verb, the verb which carries tense is called finite verb. The verb which does not carry is called non-finite verb. One process. The verb carries which tense. How can you know that verb is carrying tense or not? How can you know? I will make you clear through examples. Let's say I am taking some examples. I am writing a story. Okay, example 1. Example 2. I was writing a story yesterday. Okay, so here you will see one thing from the you. So here am writing is the verb phrase and was writing is the verb phrase. In the first sentence, the auxiliary verb has been am, it has changed to was, whereas the writing remained the same. So from this point, we are clear that this word is carrying tense, whereas these verb words remain the same. That means it does not carry tense. So here, the verb, I have told you, the verb which carries tense is called finite verb. Which verb is carrying tense? Here am is carrying tense, was is carrying tense, so am is a finite verb, was is also a finite verb, whereas writing is a non-finite verb, and this is also non-finite verb. This is one process. Another process, so I will tell you to identify which is finite verb and which is non-finite verb. Out of the verb phrase, the first word is the finite verb and the rest are non-finite verbs. For example, I wrote a letter. Secondly, I have been working in the garden. So just in order to make you clear, how can you identify the finite verb and non-finite verb? Just I am telling you. I wrote a letter, there is single verb word. If there is a single verb, or if there is one word verb, it must be a finite verb. It must be finite verb. And it is also full verb. Without finite verb, the sentence is grammatically incorrect. So there must be at least one finite verb in a sentence. I wrote a letter. Here wrote is a verb phrase and it consists of only a single word, so it is known as finite verb. On the other hand, I have been working in the garden. Have been working, this is known as verb phrase. Verb phrase. And have is the first word of the verb phrase. So this have will be the finite verb and the rest will be non-finite verb. मतलब the being and working, they will be non-finite verb. Are you clear? This is the simple method to identify the finite verb and non-finite verb. If there is a single verb, it must be finite verb. So, and out of the verb phrase, the first word will be the finite verb and the rest will be the non-finite verb. Now, take for examples. What is the form of the finite verbs? What are the different forms of the finite verbs? Non-finite verbs. Sorry, what are the different types of non-finite verbs? Or forms of non-finite verbs. Forms of non-finite verbs. First one, first base form of verb or first base form of verb. Second, first base form of verb. Yeah. Number 2, 2 plus V1. Number 3, present participle. Number 4, past participle. That means base form of verb, only base form, only verb, 2 plus V1, present participle, that means ing form of verb, and past participle, this is known as the en form of verb. We can give example from here, base form of verb. Base form of verb, my teacher, our class teacher, made us dance. Our class teacher made us dance. Here, our class teacher, subject, made, finite verb, us object छोड़ो, dance only base form दिया है, ये non-finite verb. Okay, so base form of verb, our class teacher made us dance. This is the non-finite verb. It is known as base form of verb. Then second form, 2 plus V1. I want to sing a song. I want to sing a song. Here, I is the subject, want finite verb, to sing non-finite verb. A song छोड़ोगे now. Present participle. Present participle. I am writing. This is present participle. I am writing. It is a non-finite verb. And it is finite verb. Past participle. I have completed my homework. I have completed my homework. Here, completed is the past participle form, and it is also non-finite verb. Have is the finite verb. Okay. So these are the 4 forms of the non-finite verbs: base form of verb, 2 plus V1, present participle, past participle. Okay. In higher classes, you can know the detail of it, but whatever has been given in your book, I am telling you. So let us see use of the infinites there, two plus infinitive or different verbs are there, after which we can use two plus infinitive or two plus V1, agree, ask, beg, decide, forget, fail, hope, offer, promise, learn, plan, refuse, etc. For example, agree. I agreed to draw. I agreed to. Asked. I asked him to go ahead. Asked is a verb. It is followed by two plus V1. Another word, decide. Decide is also a verb. It is a finite verb and it is followed by a non-finite two plus V1. He decided to construct a building. To construct, two plus V1. Well, another thing, so here are also different things are also given, infinitives. The infinitives without two, ing infinitive, where infinitive, or 2 plus V1 or 2 infinitives. So here we will discuss the infinitives without 2. The infinitives without 2. Okay, we will discuss it. So there are some verbs. There are some verbs that do not take two infinitives, like here, see, hear, watch, notice. See, hear, watch, notice, let, make, help. See, hear, watch, notice, let, make, help, feel. There are 8 words. See, hear, watch, notice, let, help, छोड़ो, feel में help. So these are the 8 words which do not take two infinitives. See, hear, watch, notice, let, make, help. For example, we are taking an example. Let me fly. Let me do the exercise. Let me do the exercise. Here, let me to do नहीं होगा. So it is bare infinitive or without do. Like this also, I saw him cross the road. I saw him to cross the road in yoga. Okay, watch also, I watched the kite fly in the sky or flying in the sky, but it cannot be used to infinitive. Okay, so make also, help also like this. Okay, my teacher made me sing a song. My teacher made me to sing a song नहीं होगा. Okay, my teacher made me sing a song. But all these are used in active cases. All these are used in, here it has not been given. All these are used, these are the infinitives without two. मतलब see, hear, watch, notice, let, make, help. There are 8 words in English. They in active form, they are used without two. But in passive form, two is used. How? Let me do the exercise. How passive? I am taking one example. My teacher made me sing a song. Okay. My teacher made me sing a song. This is not my teacher made. It is followed by made me sing. Bare infinitive, not to sing a song. It is active form. But if we change it into passive form, होगा क्या? My teacher made me. I was made. Passive. I was made. क्या? To sing a song. to sing a song. In case of passive, we have to use a to. I saw him cross the road. He was seen to cross the road. I saw him crossing the road. He was seen crossing the road. In this way, these are known as the infinitives without to. Another example has been given here. In this chapter, actually, everything has not been given in a systematic way. It is not as per the instruction or the chapter's title. Here has been another important thing has been given, the use of to. Use of to. To is equal to so that. You know it. To is equal to so that. That means, for example, this milk is too hot to drink. This milk is too hot to drink. We can replace to by rewriting the sentence. This milk is so hot that so that in between blanks has been used an adjective. This milk is so hot that it cannot be drunk. Okay. This milk, the old man is too weak to walk. The old man is too weak to walk. Again, we can replace this to by using so that the old man is so weak that the old man is so weak that he cannot walk. If the sentence is in the present form, it has been also modal also present form. If the old man was too weak to walk, again it will change the old man was so weak that he could not walk. In this way, you can replace to and use so that ये नोट so that अलग है. Again, participles, I have already told you present participles and past participles. Both present participle and past participles are also known as non-finite verbs or two forms of non-finite. You know it. Here is another thing has been given, that is gerunds. That is gerund. Gerund, you know, gerund is a noun which is formed from a verb by adding ing. Gerund is a noun which is formed from a verb by adding ing at the end of the word. For example, there is play. Play is a verb and its noun can be formed by adding ing like playing. Okay, so playing is a gerund because this noun has been formed by adding ing with a verb that is play. Okay, so this is playing tennis is formed. The word playing here is a gerund, not a verb. So this much are there in your in the third chapter. You will do the exercises yourself, and in case of problems, you will discuss anything. In the next class, we will discuss about the story of your class 8, that is, the camel has a hump. Okay, the story we will discuss. We have already discussed that means the first chapter of the best Christmas present, which took 3 classes, and also another the poem, the ant and the cricket. It took 1 class, and we have also discussed 3 classes regarding grammar. Thereafter, we will in the next class we will discuss a story that is from It So Happened. The name of the story is The Camel Has a Hump. Thank you. You will do the exercises and everything. Thank you.